Live, and tonight we have a great show. We are going to talk about what to do after posting video in YouTube. I listed 5 items that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to give that and more. The thumbnail that we have for tonight as the top video, it's the top item on the agenda. And like I say, we are going to go through these 5 items and more. So let's get to the first one. And by the way, the order may look a little bit different than it's here because I just optimized it for better presentation. The first thing is, instead of just focusing on one thing, I have title and tags as the first item, but in reality, the first thing to do is to package your title and your thumbnail as your first item you need to do. So, for example, talking about the title, I'm going to see if I can show you what's the first thing you have to do. One of the items that you may want to test is do A/B testing. It will give you more fidelity, more ability to collect information about your video, and you might get more subscribers and more impression because of it. So let's take a look at one of my videos and see what we can do with that. You know, just show the entire screen. It'll be faster to just go share like that. I did last night. So if we look at this one, and we get the title. I'm doing A/B testing, so I have 3 different titles that I'm testing. I should see there 3 different titles that I could test at the same time. And when I go to my agenda, when you do A/B testing, what happens is you click on A/B testing, and you get something like this, where you could enter up to 3 different titles. I'm using VidIQ to kind of help me out, figure out which title are the better one. And as you see here, they have different score value, 83, 80, 80, and things of that nature. So you want to choose the 3 highest title from the list that you get here to do your A/B testing. That means they'll give you the biggest chance to capture traffic to your video. So that's what you want to do for that. So that's what packaging means when it comes to the title. First, you get your title correctly. You try to test more than one title, and then you go into your thumbnail. And your thumbnail, you have a same kind of type of information. Sometimes YouTube allows you to do A/B testing. In this particular case, it doesn't allow me to do that. But I use this suggestion here that I have to create multiple titles and be able to test the one that I think is best. They might look similar, but they're really not. If you look, this one talk about more views, this one talking about a million views. So I got a chance to select the one that I think is more appropriate. I selected more view because I thought it's kind of bold to say a million views when you haven't even posted the video. This video is something that I created based on the information that we have talked about this week. We started this journey with the idea to the script outlining, script creation, doing a draft script, doing a draft video, doing the editing. And we went through the whole cycle in this journey that we have taken on this live event. And tonight we're talking about what do you do after posting. Now I posted this video in the future, and you'll see that in a minute. If you go look at the video itself, is not scheduled to be viewed until I don't think it says it there, it says it over here. Let me see. It's not due until April 4th. I could change that if I'm ready. Usually I will schedule video into the future, so that way it gives me a chance to do all the SEO and things of that nature. And as you see, one of the recommendation that we have is that don't post a video like right away. And you see there are reasons for that. So talking about the script, thumbnail, pardon me, the title, thumbnail combination, and regarding the thumbnail, this one that I selected scored 96% on VidIQ, excuse me. 96% is pretty high. As you want to use a system, it doesn't have to be VidIQ, but there's many out there. They give you some analytics about your title, about your thumbnail. That way you're not going in the blind. At least you have some information on the background as to what you need to do for that. In this case, I created multiple versions. They look the same, but they're not. And there are other versions that I created and rejected. So that's the first item. You package those two items first and see if you like it. Now then the next one, and it's part of that, is to test your thumbnail, right? Like I said, I did multiple versions. You want to know which one will score the best. And if you go to your video and you click here in this area, if you have VidIQ, it kind of gives you a comparison of multiple. Like I said, most of the ones that I selected are the same, but you compare your thumbnail against others, and they might be a different genre, so they may not be 100% one-to-one, but at least you're able to see who the one that are being created. See, this is one day, but this one has 6.8 million views for a trailer. Mine hasn't been posted, that's why mine has 0 view. This one here has 5.2 million views. So as you can see, you could compare it. It's hard to compare something you haven't posted yet, but you could do that in your own videos and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But you can compare your thumbnail against the competition and see if you want to make some changes. So save and quit. So that's what I mean by not only putting your thumbnail out there, but doing some sort of a test. And there are many tools that will compare the thumbnail. I just showing you one. And I talked about here doing A/B testing, which basically sometimes it's available on YouTube, sometimes it's not. If it's available, my recommendation is that you use it. Some people say don't waste your time because this, that, and the other stuff. I think the more information that you have out there to allow you to present your video to multiple viewers to see which one they like the best is better for you. So my recommendation, if they give you the ability to do A/B testing on your thumbnail, to do it. This is A/B testing on the title only. Okay, social media engagement. I moved that down below because there are other things that I need to do before that. The same thing with comments. So I'm gonna get to those in a minute. I just want to keep the same order that I have on my thumbnail for this presentation. I don't want to kind of give you something and say, hey, wait a minute, you didn't talk about social media, you didn't talk about comments, which in reality I will, it's just not in the particular order that's here. So let's see what we got. So the next one that I want to talk about is linking your video to a playlist. That's very important. And again, back here in the current video that I have, that I'm about to launch, I have a playlist, as you can see here. Mine's kind of extensive. Your recommendation is not to have so many different categories, but it just so happens this is an older channel, and it has grown and it has multiple categories. So if I create a video, try to put it in one of those categories. Now, the lists are important because when you are looking at your selection here, your channel content, you have a playlist, and like for example, you could have your playlist play. And you might have a situation where you have an event, and you want to have your video being played on the background. That would allow you to play every single item that you have in your playlist. And you can create new playlists, by the way. What I've like to do is to create new playlists when I'm having an event, just to play the video that I want at one particular event. So that might be something you may want to try doing that. So go back here. So playlist, very important that you kind of using. If you haven't had a single video, you might not be getting the most out of it. Now, the other portion of that is when your video comes up, your other video will show up in the sidebar, right? So like for example, if I were to open up, let me see, video, let me see if it comes up. I think this is the recent one. Okay, here we go. So these here, see, that's my video. The first choice in there is my video, so which is the one that we're doing tonight. So by you linking it to a list, your video will start showing up. That's my video here as well. The video begin to show up on the right side of the video, and people will most likely click on them and go to that other video rather than going someplace else, like a third or fourth choice. Like it's got 1, 2, 3 of my videos are right on top there. So they will probably choose those instead of going somewhere else. So that's why list is important. They will binge on your content rather easily, and they will stay within your channel and they won't go anyplace else. So you want to keep the viewer in, not only on YouTube, you want to keep them on your channel. So by playing lists or using lists instead of a single video, it's a great way to do that. The other one is something that I used to not do, but I do more and more. As a matter of fact, I do not post any video. Once I create it, like this video that you're looking at, that you looked at a few minutes ago, this one here, I created it a couple of days ago, and it's not going to be viewed for another 2 days because I need to be sure all the algorithm I complete and I done, and I'm giving YouTube a time to basically breathe, find out my subscriber, find out who is best suited for my video. So what I recommend is giving YouTube at least 24 hours to do that. Now, the best way to do that is in the visibility, you schedule the video at a certain time and frame, right? Now look at this. I put in 4 p.m. on the 4th, but if I look when is the best time to do that, I have 12 and 2, 6 to 8, and I have 9 to 11. Now 6 to 8 is darker in color, I don't know if you could tell that. So that's the best time to post it. So I just made that change. Now it's being posted between 6 to 8. But let's see if we could find the 6 to 8. Okay. You do 6 to 8. What happened was this. I don't see it here, but it gives you a higher rating. Like if you were to select like a different day, a different time frame, the probability that you people watching the video are a lot less. So you don't want to do that. You want to kind of keep it where it's the highest people, higher concentration of viewers, higher concentration of subscribers. I'm able to see your video. Now, another thing that I did for this one is I did a premiere for this video. So in reality, that's something else. It will show us a premiere, and people are able to schedule the viewing ahead of schedule. So it's not listed on my. I don't think it might be. I think it is. Go back to the agenda. I see that. Yeah, I think I talk about premiere, right? I do. So you schedule the video and you set us a premiere. And here it shows 4 o'clock, but I changed it to 6 to 8, which is the maximum time, the maximum concentration of my viewers, my subscriber will be available to watch the video based on some analytics that we have running in the background. So the fact that I posted the video 24 to 48 hours into the future helps you to process and check for copyright issue and things of that nature. And if it's a copyright issue, which is a big thing on YouTube, you get a chance to fix it before you get into any trouble. And the way you do that basically is when you are here, let me see, everything is saved, yep. Hopefully I don't have any copyright. So you see where your restriction for this video is none. So you always have to check, because sometimes might be a music that they think that is copyrighted, but in reality, if you may have to defend a copyright issue. And it's good that you do that, because if you don't do that, then basically the traffic to your channel will be minimized or be reduced. And potentially, if you get 3 strikes on that, you could lose your channel. So it's very, very important that you check for copyrights and things of that nature, right? So that's why you want to have this 24 to 48 hours before going public to allow you to do all those checks. Even though you might get, like when you're posting it, you might say no copyright issue found initially, but YouTube continues to do check even after they do that initial check and community post check. And basically, if you give it more time, the check will be more accurate. The next one that you're gonna have to be aware of is the description. Use AI for the description. For example, you could use ChatGPT, VidIQ, and Gemini. Those would be good sources. There are other questions that you could use for that. But let me show you this. I'm using, for this video, I'm using VidIQ. And look at this. I did 3 different, well, 2 different that came out the same. But I pull up a 3rd video to give you an idea of what's going on. I keep working on the description until this rating right here gets to be 100% or higher. Right now, the rating for the current video is 33%. And if you go to my video and you open it, let me see if the rating is still there. It doesn't show it right now. That's because I've been playing around with VidIQ. But until the video is posted, I keep playing around with the description to be able to get the highest rating as possible. And what it's doing is looking at my description, it's looking at the keywords within within my description to see that how high they are. And now in VidIQ, I have something called keywords. I could find out what keywords is being important and basically try to use some of those keywords that are creating massive volume of views and stuff like that. And I may do that later, but for now, this is what I have. And I'm going with it for now. I have tried twice and I have not been able to raise about 33%. But you want to have a tool that tells you that your description is accurate. Now, what you don't want to have is a situation like this. And I'll give you an example because I have video that I post ahead of schedule, and I don't have time to do all the description. Like, see, these are my shorts. Yeah, shorts. Well, am I doing this thing right? Let me go back. Okay, here we go. So you see, all these things in review is because they own schedule, right? They haven't been posted. And what I do is sometimes I go in and I post shorts ahead of schedule, and then I try to work on the description. This one has one, but it may not have all the tools. Let me go back and find another one. Go back one towards the bottom. Yeah, see this one, yeah, it has a description as well. Most of them do. I try to do them at the same time that I do the video, and basically I look for the description. Let me see what happened with this one. This is another description that I got to look at. Let me see this go any higher to give you an example of what I'm talking about. It might be the same. Oh, messed it up. Okay, so yeah, you see that? I have a different description. Get rid of the other one. And that description has multiple keywords in it, and it changed the rating of the description to a higher threshold. So that's why I'm always playing around with the description if I can. I'm also playing around with the titles. Like, for example, when I get suggestions, this one says 94. This one says 93, it's a little lower. So that one's okay, I'm not going to change that. Let me see. Let me show me what it'll say the change. Okay. I'll change the. That's not allowing me to save it. I don't understand it. For whatever reason, it's not allowing me to save the work after I did it. I'm going to change the title maybe. It's weird. Anyway, I'm not going to get stuck there, so I'm just going to try these changes and come back to it later. But anyway, I should see the importance of having a good description. Description is, and if you get rated, it's rated based upon the keywords that you have in the description. So if you have a tool that tells you, that gives you a rating for the description, it's great. But if you don't, just be sure you have a keyword search, and basically you are able to do that. Now the next topic I want to talk about is early engagement. It says watch your own video in full immediately after posting, right? There's different views on that. People saying don't watch your own video because you get penalized by YouTube algorithm. Most people say watch a video. Obviously, hopefully you watch it before you post it, and while you're editing it, make sure you have no errors in it. But I think what they mean there, once the video goes live, once it's posted, not to YouTube, but once it's posted publicly, you go in and pin a comment to your video. We're going to see that in a second. This is what they mean right here. This video has comments in it, and you could go click here. That's for editing. They have this thing called pin a comment. You click on the three dot, and basically you can pin a comment. But I want to talk about this one. If you actually read the comment, it's not in English. It's in some other language. So when I saw it, I said, well, I just want to delete it. But I said, no, I'd like to know what it says. And what I did was, and I'm going to show you a little trick, because I've been deleting some of the comments because they have political information which is not relevant to what's going on. So this one, when I translated using ChatGPT Translate, it says, well, what a mistake is there in my video. My video isn't getting any views, slap face. So I responded to him in his native language, which is translated, it says, there can be several reasons for your video isn't getting any views. So the point is, depends on how you do things. You might get comments from non-US, non-English speaking individuals, and if you use ChatGPT Translate, it does a very good job in translating any language into English. So you may want to try that if you see that, but also you want to do that because the comment, like I received a comment today which was political in nature, and it had nothing to do with my video. So I immediately deleted it, right? Because also if you don't want to bother with just doing that, just go ahead and delete the video in total. You know, that's possible for you to do that. Okay. So translation, pinning a comment is really important. You want to get engagement on your videos, and you either when it goes live, you go in there and you pin a comment yourself, or you basically wait for a comment and then you can go ahead and pin the comments on that. That's something that I'm always looking for. Engagement is, to me, I'm not the king of that nature. I wish I had more engagement, but engagement has to come naturally. I do get comments, but I wish I get more. Sometimes the comments can be pretty mean, so you have to be careful. So again, ChatGPT is something that I learned recently. It's really a good tool. Use it, or you could just delete the comment. Now, rename your video. So in reality, when the video, before you bring it up, right, the suggestion is that the file name and the title name must be the same or very similar. In here, in this video, my first title really closely match the file name. I didn't add the secret sauce to it because it would have been too long for it. But I did that, and that's supposed to help the algorithm identify what your video is about. But sometimes I kind of wonder if we are doing A/B testing, does that really matter, right? Apparently it does. So at least your first title should be matching your file name. I don't always do that. I try to do that, but I know I'm not always successful in doing that because I do a lot of A/B testing, and sometimes if I don't like the title, I would just change it completely. If the video is not getting any view after a couple of 3 or 4 days or something like that, I just change the title and I change the thumbnail to see if I'm able to improve it. And sometimes when I'm using VidIQ, and they give me suggestions as to, for example, to apply a new thumbnail. So how these tools, you say apply the new thumbnail, so I would apply the new thumbnail. And because of that, see, that one was rated 45. Give me a second. So it's rated 45, and the other one was rated much higher. So when I get those kinds of things, I'm able to select the one that works the best for me, and I automatically just change the title or the thumbnail. Okay. So apparently what this does, it gives you more data about your content. The more data they have about your content, the better they're able to match it against the viewers and subscribers, and potentially give you more impressions and more views in your video. Now, the next one is something that initially I was just doing automatically because I thought it was just a good idea. But the more and more that I'm able to see what it does, I'm able to see that adding an end screen offer you the viewer an opportunity to stay within my channel, and I'm going to give you an example of what that means. Staying with the same channel, right here called end screen, you click on it, and as you see right here, first you have this little bar which I like to move towards, not at the beginning. You don't want your subscriber to leave the video the minute they get there. You want to put it towards the end. And then this is what they mean right here, this little item right in here. That's what they're talking about, the video. You want to put a video in there, that's basically the best that you can. Now, you could do this, you could say element, videos, and you could add multiple videos. You could add automatically feature the most recent upload, which is that one. You could do the best view, or you could choose a specific video that you may want to watch. Like, for example, I wanted to go to this one right here. So you see how you have two videos now at the end, so that gives him a choice as to where to go. For now, my suggestion is don't do that. Only have one single video, because if people have too many choices, they will say, oh, I don't want to choose, and they go to the next one. So my suggestion is to have one highly relevant video instead of multiples, because that will keep them on your channel and it will prevent them from leaving your channel going someplace else. This one here is not a video. This one here is your channel for subscription and things of that nature, which you want to have there. So instead of multiple, just have a single one. And also move the bar, the timeline, towards the end of the video. And that's what I meant here about having multiple choices on your end screen. And you could select the time or the timeline where you want this end screen to appear. Usually you want it towards the end of the video. That way it doesn't conflict with them watching the current video and giving you enough watch time. But another technique you may want to use, and I'm going to jump a little bit ahead, is on your analytics, because I know it's one of the items that I need to talk about, but I want to see if I could do it right now. Let me just go back. Let me go to analytics right here. Let me go to advanced analytics. And let me go to the one that really counts if you really want to get views is retention. And you select a video that you want to see, that you want to flag. Let me see, some of these are pretty recent. Let's see if I could pick anyone. I may not be the best example because I wasn't ready for this one. Let's see this one. Apply. Oh, this is a live retention. It didn't give me any not a good choice. I'm gonna pick another one, a random. Recent. You don't want a recent video because they don't have enough views. Let me see that one. I just did that. So this is a good one. It's a recent video. No, it's actually a live event. It doesn't matter. It gives you what you want to see. What you want to see right here is, you see that line, how quickly it drops? That just means you probably, your thumbnail, your title, engage the audience to click on your event right away. But if they don't get what they want right away, they begin to drop. And then you have peaks and valleys in relation to how many viewers, concurrent viewers you have in a video. And it gives you the average duration and your average time watching, which is really it's really interesting. So click out of that. Anyway, so that's the analytic is really the true measure of how your channel is doing. How many views you have, how many impressions you have. So you got to get deep into your analytic to make a determination what is working for you. If it's engagement, retention, that's what you got to look for. End screen is going to help you increase your engagement. It's going to help you increase your impression and the number of views, because the people will stay within your channel from one video to the next, and that's the effect, the binging effect is what you want to do, what you want to have. The next item is to connect short to long videos. I'm going to give you a demonstration on that if I can. Let me see if I could set it this way. If not, I have to do it a little differently. So I have to go to a short video. The long video don't have those. So if you're not doing short video, you may not necessarily understand what this is doing. Go to content, go to shorts. Yeah, this is the hard part. It don't matter. I think I could pick, I'm gonna pick the first one. So it's right here. You see that related video? So basically you can click on here and you could change it if you like to something else. And what you want to do, according to the party line, is you want to link it to a long video, right? You want to go here and take the short, and you want to drive traffic to your long video from your short. Some people saying, I want to keep looking at my shorts, so they go from short to short, because I'll give you get more views with shorts, and but you don't get as many watch hours. So sort of a toss up. The suggestion here is that you go from short video to long video to using the related video tab. And you get that one when you're actually uploading a video. You get it after it's uploaded. You could change it here. And if you forget, and let me see, because I haven't in some of my scheduled shorts, I may not have done it in all of them, so let me find one that may not have it. See this one? Related video has none because I haven't done the analytics on this one yet. So what you want to do here is, I think it's click here. And this is one of my long videos, so I click there. So now I have a short video linked to my long video. And that in reality is what you want to have done to continue that loop of keeping someone within your channel. Right. Now this is something that even myself trying to get better at, creating deep links. And here I'm talking about using linking it to like Instagram, X, and YouTube, and Facebook. People have multiple accounts and you could link that. My suggestion is don't post a video there. Post a picture and a link. Because what that will do is they will click on the link and they will actually give you more views in YouTube, not more views on your Instagram, X, or Facebook account. Unless you want to grow this channel too. I'm only interested in growing YouTube, so my suggestion is only post the picture and the link. Now, one suggestion is don't use your thumbnail. Change the picture to a 1-to-1. And for this video, I haven't done it yet. But basically, that's what you want to do. So, like, let me give you an example within YouTube how you do that. So let me go back to my video again. Video. We copy the link, and in here we have something called create a post, which is similar to what you would do on X, Instagram, and things of that nature. You click video. Here it shows up here. You click on that, insert, and you can say new video. You could give it a title or whatever, and you post the link. So when the person see it, they basically have the ability to click on the link and take them right to your video. Now, this one I had to schedule it because it's not ready to be viewed yet. To the 4th. So I'm doing this one ahead of schedule. I know by 8 p.m. it will be available. So it shows up now in my scheduled videos. See that? The one that I've already done there in my published video, like here. So you can also embed the link, like on this one. I click on the video, and it takes me right to the video. So that's a way to do that. You know, for my suggestion within YouTube is you could do it either way, but not if you're doing another channel within YouTube. If you have another channel and you want to post to there, what you want to do, if you want to drive traffic to your channel, you do a 1-by-1 picture, not your thumbnail, and you put the link on that other channel. So when people click on it, it will come right to your video. So you want to drive traffic to your new channel. Remember, you're trying to get monetized, and you need views that turns into watch hours, that turns into more impressions. So That's the way to do it. This is a good way to increase traffic to your channel from non-traditional sources. Now, we went through the analytics already, so I'm not going. Well, I'll do a quick view on the analytics. See if I could get there without breaking too many rules. Analytics. So I think what they're saying is for whatever video you're looking at, don't look at the analytics for the first couple of days, because you may not get a lot of views the first couple of days. But sometimes older video they get more views. So don't get disappointed if originally you don't get a lot of views. But sometimes it takes analytics a little bit of time to go through the process. Obviously, you want a video that you posted and it goes viral the minute you post it, but for most people that doesn't happen. So the recommendation, the first 3 days, don't look at analytics for that video. And do not delete any video, even if it has a low stat. Eventually, it could take weeks, sometimes it could take months to go viral. So if you're getting low view initially, there might be other reasons. You might want to change your thumbnail, you want to change your title, you want to change the description. You could do a lot of things. You could check your settings, be sure they are correct. But don't delete video because they're not getting enough views. Now, the other piece is here. It says global reach, add subtitles. And let me see. I'm going to show you this little piece of this one.
Code and go viral in 2026. You need more than just luck. You need DSE7 powerful techniques. I'm going to show you exactly how the pros are doing.
And that's basically, those can be translated into other languages within the YouTube tool. When you go to, you're watching and people said they could use subtitle in other language like Spanish, Hindi, and other things, on those countries. So having the thumbnail and subtitle is really an important piece of that. But just to summarize what we went through. In my thumbnail, I said, what are the things you want to do after posting? And I gave you 5 items. But as I promised you, I was going to talk about more than these 5 items. And I believe I touched upon every single one of them. Titles. I didn't talk about tags, but I'll do that in a second. Sharing social media, engage in comments, checking the analytics, and promotion. I didn't talk about promotion either, but I'm going to talk about both of those in a second. So tags and title is really relatively simple. I don't know if I don't know the tags for this one yet, but let's check it out. Probably haven't done it yet. So here I have some titles, some tags that I have, but I also have a lot of suggestions that I could do, that I could use. I could pick other ones that I have, high caliber tags, and I could just add into my tagline area. So that's probably why I didn't do it, because I want to demonstrate that, how to do that. Some people tell you tags are not important nowadays, but since we are still using it, just giving your video an opportunity to be found. Now, if you get the situation where you get a red marker around the tag, that means you have too many tags. So what you want to do in that situation is you want to get rid of tags that are low in or not relevant to what you're doing. So you keep doing that. You leave all the green tags in there and you get rid of the one that are not applicable to what you're doing. See that? It turns black. So that means you got plenty of tags in there. So you save that. Right. Now, the other thing that you could do with this video, which if we talk about it, you can do it right now. See, you got a promote button in there. You can promote the video. But it has to be published. I'll give you an example of one that you could, like for example here, you click promote, and you could promote for growth, audience, video views, or website visits. And you could set the amount. Let's say view. I don't see if I could just not do it, or maybe do it for low value. So you could promote that video, or you could change it for something else, depending on what you like. If you don't like that video for whatever reason. So let's see. Oh man. The videos. See, I'm not gonna promote it, but basically I'm gonna just walk you through it real quick, just to be sure that you guys know how to do it. Let's see. Click here. No. You must be getting late. I was late today because there were a lot of announcements going around. You click the three dots. Promote. I like to do it for you. You could do it for growth, audience growth. This person will give you more. So it will give you subscriber as well as view. This one will give you views if you want to. Click next. This is what people will see. Right, they have a button for subscribe, and they have a link to your video. You click next if you want to keep that one. This is the location where you're likely to get audience from. And I'm surprised because when I did some promotion, a lot of the United States was not the biggest country that I received view from. I got it from other countries, and I'll probably show you that in the analytics later. This question here about the European political ads, it needs to be answered. Usually no. Click next. Now you could set any budget you want. Like for example, I'm doing this a test here with you all. So I'm going to say $10, just to kind of show you how it works. It says Enzo Emperor 15. You send promote it, and basically it's set. Next time that you're going to check, come back in a day or two, you'll be able to see that your views have increased. I published that on the 29th, which is not too many days ago. I only had 37 views. It was picking it up, but which is okay. I'm doing just a test, so it doesn't really matter. Those things, they pick up and they drop down. So anyway, so that's basically the promotion, the ads and promotion. There are other ways to do it. You could have an email list that you send to your subscriber and say, hey, I got this video that's coming out. Go ahead and click on it, and you're probably gonna like it. I do that when I'm doing Premiere. I send an email to my subscriber or to my friends to help me with the engagement portion. I did that recently and it kind of worked, but you don't want to do it to your friends every week, right? They're going to get tired of doing that. But if you have an email list of you or people that you know, or people that you are frequent with, or people that you are part of your team, part of your engagement team, you want to go ahead and do that. And that will help you with your promotion, with your growth, doing that. And I will show you analytics in multiple ways. And this video is not designed to have a deep dive into analytics, other than the fact, and I'm going to show you this thing one more time. When you go to analytics, what you want to do is go to advanced mode. Then in here, this section right here, reports, you have different reports, and you want to run each one of them. Like if you want to know about your audience, age, gender, it will give you this. Very important to know who you're writing to. A different audience you develop over time. You can look at that one. Retention is the biggest one in here. But you could do that. And the one I was talking about, top geographical area in the last 28 days. I was really surprised when I saw this. Indonesia was the biggest traffic source for me. Philippines second, India third. United States comes a distant fourth. Just really surprised when I saw that. But c'est la vie, that's what's going on. And that's what's going on with analytics. So I covered that for you guys, and this is the extra one. I talk about packaging the title and thumbnail. Not just doing one, but doing it together and being able to do that. Then I talk about doing testing on your thumbnail and describe and show you how to do that. The next thing that I did is social media engagement. It was later on, it's coming on later, so it's comments. So I talked about keeping viewers on your YouTube channel by using playlists instead of a single page. And I gave you an example how to do that. I also talked about giving the algorithm time to be able to review your video. Recommendation is 28 to 48 hours before you actually go live. And you could do that by scheduling your video. You could schedule the date and the time frame that you do that. Also, you may want to set it as a premiere, because that will give you an opportunity to gather your friends, gather your subscribers, gather your viewers, and that allow you to have a higher engagement with your video. We talked about description. You could use AI like ChatGPT, VidIQ, Gemini to do that. And what you want to have here, you want to have keywords that will help you score higher, a higher rating on the search engine. And I gave you 3 examples of how that could happen. And if you're using a tool, I suggest using a tool like VidIQ or something else that will allow you to rate your keywords on your description. I talked about boosting your engagement, your early engagement, by pinning a comment after your video is published. But I also gave you a warning. There are a lot of non-English, political, unrelated comments being added to your video. You may not know about it. I respond to all my comments, so I know for a fact that if I find something that's non-English, I have 2 choices. I could delete it and not worry about it because I don't know what it says. Or I could use ChatGPT Translate. And I give you an example of a comment that I received and the translation that you get through ChatGPT. So it's up to you whether you do one or the other. Another tip that I provided was to rename your video file before uploading it so it'll match the title. To give you an example right here, matching the title and the name of the file to allow you to have a better result in your search engine optimization. And I will give you more data to YouTube to find out who your content should be shown to what viewers. Talked about end screen. Making sure that you set up your end screen, that you only show one highly relevant video instead of multiple, like right here. The reason for that is, it's the end of the video. You don't want your viewer, you say, which one do I choose, A or B? They might choose none. If you only give them one choice, give them the best video that you got, there's a higher probability that they will click on it. Right. I also talked about using the related video section in your uploading, and I gave you an example how to do that. And what you want to do is you want to connect shorts to long video. That's what you're trying to do, right? And you do that through the related video tab. Now we talked about social media, and the big comment that I make here, which you may or may not be doing, is not to post your video on your other social media. If you're trying to drive traffic to YouTube, is to post a picture, a one-by-one picture, and a link. This is not a good example because this is the whole thumbnail. But if you don't have a picture, just use a thumbnail, except that it may not show up the full names and pictures. So that's why you want to do a one-by-one. You want to convert this into a one-by-one. I didn't have time for this presentation to do that, but maybe a future presentation I will show you that. So you want to do a one-by-one picture and a link. Hopefully they'll click on the link and they'll get you right to where they need to go. Another thing is not to check your stats every day on the video, but wait at least 3 days before you actually know how the video is going to perform. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And no matter what, unless obviously there's a problem with it, do not delete any video that you have because they're not getting enough views. Eventually they will pick up. When your channel start picking up, even your audio video going to get additional views. It's a phenomenon that happens. So don't despair. It might take weeks, it might take months before they go viral, but it will happen eventually. And the other thing that I talked about is adding subtitles. And I have a picture over here, and I show you in the video how subtitles can be translated to other major languages within the YouTube channel in those countries. So you want to have subtitles for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the presentation. I'd like to say thank you for joining us. And I'd like to say good night to everyone.